The Chickasaw Annual Meeting and Festival is just a few weeks away, with citizens traveling from all over the world. As you plan your own trip, don't forget to include the many destinations in Chickasaw Country as part of your itinerary. When Chickasaw businesses flourish, we all thrive. Next time you're driving I-35 in South Central Oklahoma and come upon State Highway 7 at exit 55, you should explore the Chickasaw Nation Welcome Center. The 5,500 square foot facility acts as a grand entrance, leading visitors into the many attractions in Chickasaw Country.
The Chickasaw Nation Welcome Center was designed to be a gateway for folks to stop, get travel information about the area.
The center's trained staff welcomes thousands of visitors each month, and an even greater number during the summer busy season. Visitors get a taste of both Chickasaw and Oklahoma culture. Traditional Chickasaw regalia is displayed, and a wealth of historical information about the nation is available. People are able to experience who the Chickasaws are, where they've been, and where they're headed.
A lot of folks that come into the Welcome Center, the first thing they ask me, they say, "Are you Chickasaw?" And I say, "Yes, I am." And oftentimes they are Chickasaw or they have Native American in their heritage. And so it's a great way to kind of share my culture and the culture of the Chickasaw Nation with visitors from all over the United States.
Prominently displayed behind the welcome desk is a large abstract piece by Chickasaw artist Paul Moore. Entitled Dreams of Home, it's made to represent a rushing river and rich countryside. Art is an important part of the Welcome Center's aesthetics. Artwork from both Chickasaw and other Native American artists is regularly rotated. The pieces on display help to give their creators a great deal of exposure. You won't want to pass up the Chickasaw Cultural Center and the Halisso Center located near Sulphur.
The Halisso Center, on the campus of the Chickasaw Cultural Center, gives people a place to learn more about the exhibits they've seen and experiences they've had at the Cultural Center.
They come to have the experience, learn about the history.
Many visitors come to the Halisso Center passionate to learn more about the Chickasaw tribe or their ancestors, and the nation hopes to keep them engaged in their search for knowledge.
A lot of times, if a spark isn't fed, it can't rise into a fire. It dies, it fades. I'd say that's one of the good things about having the Halisso here. The materials we have can help fan that spark.
Those materials include research books, audiovisual materials, and genealogy records for the Chickasaw Nation. The Halisso Center's full-time genealogists can help people learn more about their families and ties to the tribe. The Halisso Center offers more than just research materials. It is also filled with artifacts collected throughout the tribe's history.
We have trade beads, trade silver, pieces of muskets, including a few whole muskets, pottery sherds and glass shards, and a few whole pieces of pottery and glassware, and the last known fragments of pre-removal traditional Chickasaw basketry known to exist.
People will find some artifacts displayed around the library. Others are grouped together in collections that rotate throughout the year.
We have a special collections room which rotates on a quarterly basis.
Everyone who visits the Halisso Center gets a chance to learn about the Chickasaw's past and how it impacts the future.
It's a connection between the history and the people who are trying to keep that history alive and continue those traditions today.
History also lives on at the Artesian Hotel, rebuilt to its former glory in 2013. The Artesian Hotel is reminiscent of the past, but with all of the modern comforts a traveler could desire. The original Artesian Hotel was built in 1906 and quickly became a gathering place for all of Sulphur's residents.
It is something that we're proud of.
Linnell Portman has lived near the hotel for almost 93 years. She remembers spending many nights there.
People would go by and just sit and visit. You know, we had the rocking chairs on the veranda with a brass rail where the men would sit in the rocking chairs and prop their feet up on the brass rail and visit in the summertime.
For decades, the Artesian was known as a place to see and be seen.
We've had lots of movie stars and and well-known people stayed there. When the governor came here, they called it the Governor's White House. John Wayne and some of the movie stars came.
But tragedy struck in 1962 when a fire destroyed the hotel.
People stood around and watched it with tears in their eyes, and it was quite a blow.
The burning down of the Artesian Hotel in the 1960s was catastrophic to the community.
50 years later, the Chickasaw Nation rebuilt the Artesian using the blueprints of the original hotel as a guide.
It was important for the Chickasaw Nation to create a replica of the Artesian Hotel due to the community history that goes back to the early 1900s.
It definitely brings back the old Artesian, because with those domes that they have, you know, that were on the old building, it's just a good feeling to see it.
The hotel also features the Springs at the Artesian restaurant and the Fountain Club. Visitors can pick up a sweet treat at the Bedre Cafe, check out the unique shops that surround the hotel, try their hand in the Artesian Casino, or go exploring in the Chickasaw National Recreation Area. Activities for this year's event begin on September 28th and come to a close with the annual meeting and festival in Tishomingo on October 3rd. A complete list of all the events is available on Chickasaw.net.